Well, good evening, lads and lasses. How are we all feeling tonight? Feeling wonderful? Feeling strong? Feeling energized? Or feeling tired? You tell me. You'd be tired. Oh, that's a shame. I suppose you'd have just gotten off work, wouldn't you? Do tell me if my sound is different. For some reason OBS is picking me up as quieter than usual, so tell me if I'm a bit too quiet. Also, the game volume's all been changed, so who knows if that's going to be the same. Whew. Otherwise, I've been doing quite well. A bit tired, got a bit of a headache, and my shoulder's giving me grief for some reason. Other than that, doing quite well. No work today? Just slept wrong. Slept on the wrong side of the bed. Or got out of the wrong side of the bed. Can't remember the saying. No problem with sound? Wonderful. Maybe I just project louder when I'm actually on stage, as they'd say. Yes, as always, what's everyone's poison for today or tonight? Drinking the addictive substance that is water that all have to drink? Perhaps something more simple. A tea or a soda. We are ready to get into... I feel like we're in the back half of this video game. The Dead Space today. Or we're going to drink some filtered water. Ooh, nice. Do you have to filter the water in your area? I've lived in quite a few places where you had to boil the water. Because it had... what was it called? I'm trying to think of that. Let's change to the other screen. Yeah. They put tons of chlorine in. I see. Just the one that... What was the terrible gut bacteria that they had in it? What's it called? Bloody hell, I can't remember. Gave you diarrhea, and you had to... Because it was groundwater. And the groundwater had... Can't remember. Damn it. The water in Florida is like pool water. I see. Does it smell like pool water too? Because that'd be quite strange. Cholera? No, it wasn't cholera. It wasn't as bad as cholera. It was... I'm sure it'll come to me. I actually got because I drank the shower water when I was a kid once. I ended up with quite a poorly gut. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Yes, I drank some shower water in this place, and well, that was the end of me for a week. Quite upsetting. Oh, that's right, we got the new suit last time, didn't we? Very nice. Yes, so it's the first place I've had to boil water in, but pretty uncommon, I find. These days, at least. It's probably those military fellows. Or that doctor! I wonder where that doctor's gone. You know, the crazy one who has the long speeches about how humanity is perishing or some such. If I know my game designed well enough, giving it health, ammunition, they bathe and poo and put all the potable water all over the US. I see. That's not good. I don't know if it's much better in Australia, but most of us end up with our water being stolen by cotton farmers, so I wouldn't know. Political. Political indeed. Oh dear. Oh goodness. I suppose that might seem strange to people in foreign countries. I'm not too sure about the... I've never really bothered to focus on the design of drinking water in Australia. I know I've lived in a number of towns that have very good dams. And the dams are used for both water and for electricity. They're the hydroelectric project. Most people have potable water on tap. Yes, well, I've lived in plenty of places that don't have it on tap. Currently, I live in a fairly good regional centre, so that's why I have such good internet. I can actually stream at 720p. It's better than most Australians can say. Oh, look. Oh, dear. Good God. Very limber, I see. No game sound. Ah, I see. Oh, it's a man made of tiny little men. Wondering why he was so lanky. Jump over. I might have muted the desktop audio at some point. See how that works. It's a very common one I keep making a mistake for. Oh, the other six. Spidery bastard. Daddy long legs, eh? Loud now. Right here. That is definitely because of this. I turned it up for the no one-hand clapping thing, so that should be better now. How does that sound? Great in your ears? Oh yes. I forgot I had this ability. Okay now, wonderful. I just put it back to where I remember it was before I changed it for the one-hand clapping. No, it's one, which means I'm keeping it for the room that I will inevitably have to get. No health packs. That's not good. Oh yes. Whatever happened to our girlfriend, or significant other, or whoever she was? She walked out of the room mysteriously after saying I said she wasn't real, and now we haven't seen her, so frankly, I think I'm still on the right.
The ship is under attack, but requests to issue a distress call have been repeatedly denied by Captain Matthias.
I wonder
He
why.
won't say it, but everyone on the bridge knows why. This is an illegal operation in a prohibited system.
Ooh.
We've all known for months, and we kept our mouths shut.
Oh, so there was a reason why this bountiful planet hadn't been mined before.
USG Ishimura. This is... The hell?
Oh, hello.
I don't believe this. The whole comm system is offline. Now we've gone too far. Barely out.
Ah. So they weren't supposed to be here, were they? Very naughty. Very naughty indeed. And that was quite fast and a very dangerous transport system. This kind of thing would have to be fully enclosed. It was filled with spooky aliens. A good reason to deny something, that's for certain.
That comms array is in bad shape. We need at least 6 working dishes for a strong enough signal. Make sure they're aligned symmetrically so there are no power gaps.
Right. Asus recharge, very nice. It's certainly a good idea to ban a place when it's full of spooky aliens that can seem to infect people. But the fact that it was banned is perhaps they knew that marker was there, which explains why there's already a church about it. That does explain that there's unitologists. It would be a bit strange if they were unitologists but no marker, so they must have known the thing existed before. Perhaps it was placed there. On purpose. Would certainly explain some things.
Entering zero gravity.
Oh bloody hell, these things again. What's the lore on the Unitologists? They're a cult? I just know there's a cult. I know a bit from Dead Space 2, actually, but... Yes, they're just pretty much a cult who worship something. They've been around for a while, isn't my knowledge. Oh no. I've finally run out of bloody chainsaws, have I? Oh. So, can't really say. But the Unitologists seem to know what the marker was when they found it, from what the videos, pictures, and log files seem to suggest, so... Huh. I see. Ah! Got it. So... How about... Don't forget to stomp. Yes. I will. Don't worry. I will. Symmetrical, she said. Hey. If I remember correctly, Dead Space 2 added the innovation of floating around in space freely, if I'm mistaken. Go to over here. And then we shall finish this fairly simple puzzle. This section's always sort of hurt my eyes. This sort of feeling of being on the walls. Always have really hurt my eyes. Okay. Ah, missing one. I'm sure people who do those speed runs of this game would be very angry at me for how I'm doing it right now. Whoa. I'm sure they have an ultra efficient method. Stuff done quickly. Okay. Wait. Where's the bloody screen? Oh my goodness, my head hurts. Oh, it's above me, I can't see it. In. Good enough. Sure, that'll work. At least that whole thing didn't have to be done in zero oxygen. Imagine that. Ugh. The time pressure would have made it very annoying. I'm almost surprised it isn't actually. Why is it array offline? Get something wrong? Fix the array. You said symmetrical, right? Symmetrical? What did I do wrong? What did I bloody do wrong, mate?
Entering zero gravity.
Green, green, green. What's wrong? Huh. Perhaps I'm supposed to put them in the middle ones. Perhaps I have to put them like this? Jeez. Maybe. There are 6 of them. That would make a bit of sense. Let's try that. That would make a bit more sense for an array. them to get a strong enough signal, eh?
Communication relay realigned.
Oh, you're right. Thanks for that, Tiberian.
Be received.
That's it.
You were right.
It's working. Get back to communications and use the control panel to send our coordinates to the Valor.
So I find this Valor very suspicious, don't you? In fact, there was a military ship nearby. Seems a bit suspicious to me, don't you think? And the military are never useful in horror media. Goodness.
This is USM Valor, widecasting on all frequencies to USG Ishimura in response to your SOS. We've picked up your escape pod, number 47, and are en route to your position. This message will repeat every 30 seconds until you respond.
Oh dear.
What? Isn't that the escape pod Hammond jettisoned? One of those things was on.
Oh yes, I had forgotten about that fellow.
Yo, this isn't going to happen. USM Valor. Come in, Valor. The signal isn't strong enough. I'm going to open the blast doors to boost the signal.
Error. Blast door blockage detected. Please
Well,
contact
that's a
a repair
repair
technician.
Shit! Isaac, there's something big on the hull of the ship, directly above the comms array.
Oh
Something
dear.
organic. I don't know what it is, and I don't care. We have to get the doors open to transmit to the Valor. You should have a clear shot from ADS Cannon 48. Get to the cannon and blow it out into space.
Oh, it's time to do some more asteroids, eh? And you're gonna have to fight it. Also, I'm going to laugh as an entire military ship full of soldiers gets taken out by one distress pod with one little alien boy in it. If they're going to be taken out by one, they may as well not be here. Sorry? Jeez. I was down on the tracks, that's why. Goodness. They're supposed to be formerly humans? Yes. But remember they had babies on this ship for some reason. Oh, hello. Good evening. Where does all the biomass come from? Yes, there are a hell of a lot of humans. They did have babies in vials, and I think they can also somehow infect plants, perhaps? So maybe the plants got too? Got too? Do some upgrading. I could use 2 of these to get more HP. Or upgrade the reload speed and the capacity of my or let's get some more HP. Yes, it is a bit unexplained how it seems to have replicated so much, but perhaps they have some other ability to consume things. I know there were a lot of humans on the ship, but I don't think there were that many. Maybe it's a very efficient organism. Maybe it can break down human corpses and whatever humans have eaten. No, I will not upgrade the saw. The saw is good enough. It doesn't need to be upgraded. Upgrading it means I'm admitting it's not good enough. The only bloody reason that the saw was my favourite weapon is because it kept throwing ammunition for me at ammunition at me. That was saw ammunition. Practically the only ammunition I had for a while. Now, back to normal it seems. Now I've got not much ammunition of anything, frankly. Oh, righty then. That's a bit strange. Speaking of saws. Oh, look, an emergency health phone. The game might have a dynamic loot system. I think that's the case. I remember walking into a room, then coming back very much a long time later, and that room had ammunition of the weapons I was carrying at the time, so it does seem to make sense. Time to play some asteroids.
Initiated.
What the bloody hell is that? This big spider boy, eh? Hey, this is like that giant mouth thing that was on the other part of it.
Hull integrity.
Yes, but you don't make it very easy to hit these bloody things. I'm gonna use my mouse and keyboard. They keep spiraling these things off into space anyway. Oh. There we go. Take that. Oh,
Opening communications array blasters.
oh dear. Look at that giant, gross spider-looking thing. Looks like a jellyfish or a...
Do not open the escape pod. USM Valor, this is Commander Daniels on USG Ishimura. Come in.
Oh, hey, Cardbox.
The escape pod.
I forgot, so I'm here now. No problem. We all forget sometimes. Just don't do it again. I'm watching you, Mac. Wow! They all got eaten by one. And it's going to crash into us. Take that! Ah, you're all dead anyway.
Isaac, fuck out of there.
I cannot believe. One tiny little boy. Takes out a whole military battle cruiser, does it? Ah.
Wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here.
Isaac. Isaac, are you there? Thank God you're alright. I've been trying to reach you. Someone's been blocking my rig signal remotely.
Very rude.
A crash must have interrupted the signal block.
Yes, fairly big
Where have
one.
you been?
Surviving. Barely. I found some med supplies and patched myself up. Listen. I'm calling aboard on the mission. Fuck the CEC and fuck the chain of command. We have to get the hell out of here. I think I've located a shuttle on the crew deck. Flight log says it needs a new singularity core, but we can probably salvage one from the Valor. I can see the tail end of it sticking out from the side of the Ishimura. I'm headed down there now to find a way inside.
Ooh.
I'll meet you there.
Time for some onboard salvaging there.
Isaac, if what he says is true about the shuttle, we might have a chance of getting out of here. Head to the cargo bay and see if you can help Hammond. In his condition, he may not last long.
Indeed, indeed. Oh dear. I want to fight one of those tall boys again. They're quite fun looking. Before they turned into all of this, at least. Ah, you would have missed that card box. We met a very tall fellow. All skin and bones. And then literally turned into a pile of flesh and bones. And a damn spider that kept attacking me. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Oh. Still managed to survive, once again. Miss it, that is. Ah, yes. Wow. You haven't missed a death. I haven't died yet. Ah, here was one of the tall boys. See what I mean? Righty then. Da-da-da. Yes, tall, lanky boy. I have a brother who looks like that. His neck's a bit longer though. Now, where am I heading? Oh, hello. Why are you ding-dong dashing my face? Like you look like a teenager just run a doorbell at somebody who's known for violence. You know? That's what I imagine old Slender Man looks like underneath his suit. Ah, yes. I know of him. That's not a bad description, I suppose. That's what I imagine when people say. That fellow's what I imagine when people say, "Oh, they're all skin and bones." That's what I imagine. Apparently, that contact beam is supposed to be very, very powerful, but it wasn't very powerful for me. So maybe I'll give it another go at some point. That is not today. Try more of this ammo. Very good gun, this. Oh, back on the tram system. Been a while, old trammy boy. That means we finished a chapter. There we go. Look at us. Powering through it. Will I stop giving a chapter per thing? Dead on arrival. Well, that is certainly one way of describing what happened to the poor old Valor. I wonder if I'll get some cool guns from them, though. Yes, thank you, thank you. I bow, I bow, I bow.
Listen, I just found the munitions log for the Valor. I don't think their presence here is a coincidence. They're not on reconnaissance and they're not on patrol. This ship is prepped for war. They're on a seek and destroy mission. Do you hear me?
I do hear you, and I find that funny because they're supposed to be prepared,
Signal from Hammond's rig.
and yet they're dead
Find the singularity
in all of
core.
about
Get the hell out of there.
an hour at most. Good God. I pray for the militaries, the people who have to be protected by these militaries. Can barely hold off one mostly decayed man with blades for arms. I can only wonder what they have to deal with when they try and fight a person with a kitchen knife. Good God. Good God indeed. Fight one person with a kitchen knife could take out a whole bloody ship of them. But I shouldn't expect anything less from a military in a horror game.
Entering zero gravity.
Isaac, one of the Valor's weapons ripped open in the crash. Those green orbs you see are highly radioactive, and the Valor's airlock has sealed itself. You're going to have to throw those into space before you can get into the ship.
I see. Oh, probably shouldn't put that close to me. Now where is space? All these missiles. Ah, I guess that's space. I reach space from here? Airlock has sealed itself. Fella? The bloody hell is space? Ah, perhaps that big ass door there. Out. Damn.
Radioactive material removed. Radioactive material removed.
I'll have to listen to that voice every single time, aren't I? Well, 90 seconds. Ow. Cheeky sods.
Radioactive material removed. Radioactive material removed.
One more, I suppose. Video games all make Geiger counter noises when you're near radiation, as if that's the sound radiation itself makes. Or it presupposes that I have a Geiger counter in my suit, which would make sense if this much radioactive material was in fact on spaceships. And spaceships in general would be quite exposed to fair bits of radiation. Hell of a lot of radiation in space. Bloody hell, there's one more. I also forgot to sell that damn ruby conductor. Yes. Where the hell did it go? It's above me. Yes. Geiger counters would at least make a bit more sense in the situation. I reach it from here. About to bloody step off it, mate. Step off it. Oh, that one stepped off it. I suppose that's true. I am absolutely sick of these fellows.
Radiation hazard clear. Safety lock released.
Yes, I'm about to die. I've got 20 seconds to get into the Valor. Come on, you can get in! Ah, in the nick of time, mate. I'm repressurizing. Good. That would have been quite embarrassing if I just died before it repressurized. Oh. Ow. Nervous fellow.
The part you're looking for will be in the engine room at the back of the ship. I'm reading massive damage, so you may need to find an alternate route to get there.
Oh dear. More of these things again. Almost ran straight into it. Let me guess, that twitchy fellow's too fast for me to shoot, so I have to slow him down with stasis. He's gonna really screw me over because I haven't upgraded my stasis shenanigans at all. God. Oh, I suppose this is... Nice try, mate.
The infection process is doing something strange to these soldiers. They all have built-in stasis units in their body armor. The infection is merging the stasis unit into their flesh or something, making them move fast. Real fast. Be careful.
Is that how stasis works? Alright. Let me not judge if that's the case or not. Some high sci-fi nonsense that is. Wow, this is a slow display. With some speed and some urgency. Grip blades. Huh. Right. Get over here. Go that way. I was just thinking, that means those things are the infected versions of the soldiers, which means the soldiers themselves had stasis units and everything I have access to, yet they were killed by one necromorph, were they? One single necromorph. Oh, shut up. Probably should have used just a normal. Ah. Right. Terrifying. How do I get myself into there? Oh, here. Huh. Now. What if I could get them to run into those things? That would be very funny. Back the hell off, mate. Cheeky sod. Where? But you're the main character, you see. You're an unstoppable killing force. That may be so. That may be so. But I am also going insane. I keep seeing visions of what is definitely my dead significant other. Which is pretty not par for the course for main characters and things, isn't it, actually? Never mind. They've all got to have one fatal flaw. Isaac's is... Isaac's fatal flaw is visions of a dead lover. Truly, a relatable flaw. Just as relatable as Hercules' rage and... what was his name? Achilles' pride. If there wasn't a save system, he would have died to these things long ago. That's honestly true, but the save system, you could perhaps see it as not something like, you're not saving, but you're actually choosing the path in which you have the most success.
Tracking your position, but it doesn't look like I can reach you.
A multiverse theory. Every time we die, we actually, that universe ends there, and we move to the next body.
These poor bastards didn't stand a chance. I'm going to override all door locks so you can get to the engine room. I'll try and catch up with you there.
And at the end of the game, it's actually the person who had the supreme luck, the Isaac with the greatest luck and the probability in his favor. It gets to the end. And that, I believe that's a very difficult game. There's games that use that as a plot device. Doesn't surprise me. I can imagine if I thought of it, a lot of other people did too. Don't you bloody dare. Don't you bloody dare, mate. No necromorph, you bloody hell. Is a necromorph. Need to do that? I did not mean to pick up that. Just dang it. I am not so creative a man who would have thought up such a unique idea all on his lonesome. Or if I put this back in it. Oh. Righty then. Meant to go that way. Which means I'm going to ignore it. Go this way. Right, okay. Never mind. We could just go on the long way around. Now let's go up this elevator that is most certainly not going to fall, crash, and burn.
I need to speak with you. My name is Terrence Kine, Dr. Kine. Listen to me. There isn't much time. If you really can repair the shuttle, there is a better use for it than just running away.
Is there?
You must understand, the forces at work here are greater than you can imagine.
Are they now?
If you leave now, you condemn all humanity. The planet will never stop, never rest unless the marker is returned. Don't you see? The church is wrong. This is all a trap. I've seen it. Please, you must help me.
So he wants to give the marker back to the planet, as if the planet's the one who made the marker. Well, if there are alien ruins on the planet, then perhaps that's got some theory to it. If there aren't, and the marker, as I thought, perhaps was placed there, or left there, because remember, the greatest monster in these sort of things is humans, so it wouldn't surprise me if humans made this marker. Please. Ah! Yes, that was annoying. Oh well. I vote for ignoring that crazy scientist fellow. Seems like he hasn't got enough screws in his head to make a shelf with, let alone support his own argument. Introduce your enemies to your friend. Wow.
We have hostiles on board. This is not a drill. Hostiles are alien. Repeat, alien and extremely dangerous. All personnel, have weapons ready and fire at will.
Oh, I have infinite ammo. Time to play some fun shenanigans at the shooting gallery. Everything's crashing and burning, but there is always time for minigames. Oh yeah. Oh well. Next time. It's probably some sort of achievement for that. But I am far too lazy. Damn it. Plus you've got a leg up. Perhaps the shoe's on the other foot. Maybe I can say... Second, I can do this. I can make this joke. Give me a moment. You've got one foot in the door. Oh. I missed some fear device again. I really got to treat these bodies with a bit more respect. And also, what the hell is this? Huh. Why open this door? Large med bag, eh? Very good. Got off the wrong foot with that fellow. Yes, it seems him and the aliens also got off on the wrong foot. If there are any more wrong feet, you could say they had two left ones. My inventory's full already. Yeah. I'm running out of ammo for that blast gun. I bought more. Right. Oh dear. Fun, fun, fun. Fun indeed. Now, back to my well-deserved loot. Be on my way. Don't know why they had the... Oh, that's why. I see. Only ominously walking around the corner, very slowly. Very obviously, so I know exactly what it is and know they can die in one single hit. Truly fearful. Follow me, quaking in my boots. I use that phrase wrong a lot. This looks like a fight if I've ever seen one. Yes. Oh, well, he died quickly. It looks so funny when they run. Yeah. Very fast, boy. Nope, I died. Hey! I didn't die to those bloody little hand things, though. Improvement. I'd call that a success.
Lockdown initiated.
The one I meant to hit? The one I did hit. So. Oh dear, I'm gonna die in one hit. Oh. No, apparently I'm still alive. Wow, nailed that one. Now watch me step into one of these gravity lift things and die instantaneously. Lockdown lifted. Fun. Survived by the skin in my teeth. Survived by the skin of these here teeth. Deep cleanse. Ah! See? They are believed to have recovered marker 3A. They've even got a name for it. They made the bloody thing, I'm telling you. They made the bloody thing. And they were prepared. How the hell did they die? They were so prepared. So bloody prepared. And yet. Oh, good God, I've got a lot of stasis packs. story reasons. Yes. That is the case, isn't it? Okay, I've got a bloody lot of staying. What I need is a hell of a lot more at force energy. How do they use this stuff? There, taking up all that space. Stories, stories. Never make your player or reader aware of the hand of the writer. But I suppose it was on me for expecting a truly moving story out of a horror game, but, you know. C'est la vie. But he sounds in a lot of pain. Sucks for them. Apparently I can't go that way. Finish my drink tonight. That's unusual. When it's only 8:10. Oh. Here I thought it would be much later by the time I looked at the clock again. What are we even doing here again? Does anyone remember? Excitable fella. Yeah. Well, we didn't want to follow him anyway, apparently. Human, please. I am a real human too. I am your friend. Killing monsters with knives for limbs. Yes. Are those limbs their hands? Are those limbs something they grow after turning into one of these things? Suppose I'll have to look at the next one quite a bit more closely to figure that one out. This place looks safe, doesn't it? Oh, it's another one of these fire things, is it? Anything nice over there? Oh, oh dear, oh, no, no. Me and this fire never gets along, does it? Did I get both? My bloody didn't. Toasty. Indeed, it is toasty. I always got burned by this fire every time we come across it as well. Oh. I thought I was holding onto the thing. This is just embarrassing. Doesn't come with me very easily. Rude. That I burned that much from a tiny little fleck. Also, again, seems like terrible design. What was that? That was stupid. I was standing behind the bloody thing. That was not very nice. If I wanted to become some sort of toasted human, I would have thrown myself into the fires of hell long ago. And a little hot under the collar, yes. Apparently. Screw this. Yes, 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 yes. One bloody more. Maybe it'll actually stop this bloody thing from setting me on fire. Truly. Got a health back? That would be much more useful. Ammunition is pointless to me because I'm going to die. Well, somebody could sneeze at me and I would die at this point. I'm one frail man currently. What the hell does it want me to do? Back into the fires of hell, I suppose. What am I missing? Who knows? Because I'm dead now. Good God. Ah. That's annoying. These sort of puzzles are no fun at all. Sort of puzzles are no fun at bloody all. Using all of my mighty concentration to solve this damn puzzle. Why do I keep getting burned here? I should ostensibly be invincible. See if we can run across. Now that works. Alright then, must have missed one somehow. Singularity core. Wow, that's tiny.
Is that it? You got it?
Yes, we did.
Oh my god. You got it. That's the piece we need. Get to the crew deck.
Escape time. But if this is some sort of infection, wouldn't that mean we're already infected? If it's caused by this marker? Wouldn't we just be doing that whole... Well, there's a bit of spoilers in the... a bit of a spoiler in the subtitles, eh? I knew you weren't going to survive, Hammond. Why did it rip his leg off? That was just rude. And also, oh no, loss. My greatest foe. Quiet. Just use all these on it. Poor old Hammond.
Lost all of Hammond's vitals. Is he dead?
Indeed.
Oh god. It's just us now, Isaac.
How many horror game tropes could EA fit into one game? Well, I believe this was made by Visceral, not EA. So... I guess however many EA paid them for. And also in reply to that lady saying it's just us now, Isaac, it is most certainly not going to be anyone but me. I have a sequel. I don't remember her in the sequel, so... I imagine it's just going to be Isaac.
Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately.
Internal division created within EA. Oh, I thought they were their own thing. I was under the impression that they were their own little thing.
Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment.
Yes. Catastrophic failure. Oh, well, you learn something new every day. I'm sure taking a lift... Don't they say don't take a lift in case of fires? Because, well, it goes terribly wrong most of the time. It's a very stupid idea. Apparently these fellas make some very good lifts. It'd go well in a gym. They most certainly can lift.
Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately.
Reminds me of the robotic sounding voices announcers occasionally have at the stores I used to work at. Oh yes. Back here, are we? Can't even look back at the whole ship going up in flames. Bye. I'm sure this won't do anything to the Ishimura at all. EA had gotten and still has a reputation of buying up devs for their IPs and destroying them, so they decided to make some new properties instead of buying them up for once. Ooh. Fancy and scummy, as all things with money include. But hey, Dead Space was quite well received, so... Can't say it was a terrible idea. This is a nice property, even though it's dead in the water now. It didn't last more than a few years and EA returned to their typical activities. Well, it is far less expensive to buy others' stuff than to buy make your own stuff. R&D is expensive, you know? That's why everyone had to make a heap of laws against, you know, industrial espionage. People kept stealing each other's stuff. That was a short chapter. At least it felt short. Oh, we'll see how far we can get through the next chapter. Oh, my bones crackling. If they made any more noise, I'd think they were a well-cooked pigskin. Haha! Get it? Crackling? Goodness, I could go for some crackling right now. Good crackling is just beautiful.
Isaac, I've located the shuttle Hammond found. Shit. No good.
Yes, amusing.
Someone removed the navigation cards. God knows why.
Hey, they didn't want you to escape. They knew you were going to try.
I'm downloading their locations.
Mystic Mad Scientist still wandering about. Then we've got this other doctor. No. Good God, we've walked into a cult room. Oh, look at all these fellas. I guess the Church of Egyptology had feel. Wow. Wow. Right. Good to see. Call them pork rinds here. Crackling. Goodness, my mouth is watering at the sound, this word of it. And also, gotta love in 20, what is this? 2100? 21, yeah, 2100? That, these sort of advertisements still exist. Goodness. And it's got that gamer speak. That's what it's called, you know, gamer type. You know, where they use 3s instead of E's. And 5s instead of S's. Good to see. Good to see. Microwave pork rinds? No, that sounds... For some reason, that sounds horrid. Does it actually crackle up? That's the best part of crackling, that kind of lightness. Feels like it's about to break your teeth, but it doesn't. Oh. I wonder if these guys tried to get... They stabbed themselves in the head, or did they try and get themselves stabbed in the head by Mr. Back fellows? Cults. Can't live with them. Can't live without them. Cults, who needs them? Oh, cults, who needs them? Pops up in the microwave. Ah, I see. I see. Doesn't sound all that advertising, but... Like popcorn. Huh. I have to give it a look. I don't quite believe you, but... Must be the case. Are we in... the, dormitories now, I imagine? Explain why there's so many... I guess this unitology thing is quite a big religion. Yes, 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 yes. Mars, if you know Mars, it's the fastest growing religious movement in history. Boasts a follower of millions, powerful CEOs and ranks. Ooh, sounds like Scientology. Guess it would be hot, which is better than room temperature. CEOs in its ranks. $78 billion of stock in multi-global companies. And owns 2 Earth's largest financial institutions. ESPS Financial and the US... That's not something a cult or a religious movement, as they would use in their... make themselves sound better. But then again, every religion's a cult. That's not something you should be bragging about. Your capital isn't what your religion's about. Call me if I'm wrong, I think these people are about turning into giant space monsters, so boasting about how much capital you have is pointless in the fact that you're going to turn into giant space monsters. From its beginnings, as cults of personality, unitology has become respected. Established religion, most people know the basics. 200 years ago, Michael Altman, professor of anthropology, blew a whistle on what he claimed was the Earth's biggest cover-up ever staged by the Earth government. The discovery of the artifact, or marker. Ah, there we are. Omega Chad. Ah yes, a fellow Chad. Well, I assume it's a compliment. So thank you, Omega. Very kind of you. From your picture, it seems you have quite the strong jawline, so... A compliment from you, mate. Compliment for me. Intelligence believe the marker contain the code, eternal yes. Kickers, you have to die first. Ooh, classic. A classic religion kicker. A classic religion problem. I'm gonna go find some women. Oh, jeez, mate, leave some for the rest of us. And you go have fun, as long as it's respectful and kind. We all treat them as gentlemen here. Make sure you're a good person. Treat others as you want to be treated, speaking of religions. But yes, what was I saying? Cults. Money cults. I forgot. I have entirely forgotten. Security hall. Markers, markers, markers. Oh! I was wondering about this.
She had faith.
Mm-hmm.
Now she awaits her transformation. Are you ready to ascend?
Yes, 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 yes. Very interesting.
Have no fear.
Yes, 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 yes.
You will play your part.
And we all shall, in the greater plan of la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Oh, so he's the one who's been stabbing everyone on the forehead. Good to know. Good to know, even hundreds of years later, frontal lobe lobotomies haven't gone out of style. But this time, instead of doing it on people they call frantic or have a mental condition they don't understand or are gay, they're just doing it on random people. This glass is impenetrable to anything but aliens. Granted, the aliens are balls of knives and stabbing implements, so I suppose that's fair. But I am carrying around a heap of mining tool. Ah. We jump through the window? No? Alright. Like I'm missing something by doing this. Alright? Should I backtrack a bit? I'm gonna backtrack. Shaolin versus Space Ninja. 0G Insanity. I do wonder what the world would look like if we had 0G in theaters. We do have line work, but imagine the bizarre things people would get up to in actual 0G. Or having the ability to manipulate the two. Oh look, he's a little... I told you I'd look at him a bit closer. Yes, he has a little hand sticking out of him, does he? Oh, right away. There we are. Fellow's dead now. Yes, yes, scream, scream, scream. For being so melodramatic, you're only perishing and leaving this mortal coil, if you can be counted as on this mortal coil in the first place. Oh, nobody's dead in here. And for some reason there's money in the bathroom. What do they say? I'm in love with Joey Donneville, and I don't know what to do with his body. Aha. Well, we'll just leave that one where it is. Oh, the women's bathroom. The bloody hell is taking up all my space in my inventory. Ah, ammunition. Probably should have guessed. Ow. Guess we just head back. Kitty kitty. Oh, mate, it can't be that sticky. I'm sure the aliens have a few ideas. Well, they better have. I'm almost all out of them. And that fellow sounds like he had a bad time with Donoville or whatever the such. Successful. Ow, one of them got away. Back at you. Cheeky sod. Ah, a shame. All the whiskey and the wine I don't really care that much about, frankly. But the whiskey, all the whiskey in this bar. Damn shame. All full of alien goop now. Unless the aliens are in fact weak to whiskey. In that case, I know a few fellas who would have been invincible. Oh, these guys hurt me. That's not very nice. Oop, objective complete. Apparently. No idea what that objective was. But I consider it complete. Oh. 4 bottles of nondescript tomato sauce looking things. Oh yes, this fellow. His brain stabbed out.
Mr. Clark, I really must speak with you. I'm very close to your position, and
are you now?
And I know you.
Are you under the bar?
To say.
Did you drink yourself under the table?
Explain all this. So what happened? When you have the nav cards, I'll let you into the security station. We must talk. Hurry.
Why does he sound just as insane as the other fellow? Hurry! Perhaps it's the accent. Maybe I don't trust that accent. I've never been very good at identifying accents. Sounds like he's trying to lie to me. I'll appreciate being lied to. Where are you? Mysterious doctor?
The system in Sleep Block B has been shut down. You'll have to find an override nearby to get through the door.
Will I now? Will I now indeed? I'm overbursting with ammunition currently. Get some fellows to use it on. Doors can be unlocked with energy cells or whatever those things are. A shame. Funny! And... oh... this bloody thing again, eh? Ah. Where do these things keep coming from? And down we go. Bloody hell. Hey! This is how you could have disposed of the body. Should call that fellow up. They usually leave their phone numbers in bathrooms. Seems like a great way to get rid of the body. Also, apparently I wasn't even meant to go that way. Yet again, indeed. Well, this is dead space. If it was a live space, I might have imagined that it would have been different, but this is dead space. Actually gonna cheat a bit for this one. Dang it. It is hard to aim. In fact, it's practically impossible to aim. And I'm dead again. That time I was a bit distracted. It's really quite difficult to aim it on the controller that I'm using. Everything is very annoying. Having to look down at it to remember which buttons I have to press. I just realised there's a toilet, so... Yeah, let's go to these toilets now. Bloody ripper blades. I shoot. That's how. Got it. Alrighty then. Let's see if I can't survive the onslaught once again. There we are. Alright fellows, let's do this. I'm going to die again, aren't I? Nope, nope. Survived. The skin of my teeth. Skin of my teeth. Goodness, mate. Bloody annoying. I need that money. Storage room. In this storage room. Done. Warlock overridden. Good. That reminds me of HL1. I'm assuming Half-Life 1, eh? Yes. Ugh. I suppose one of those old weird alien creatures from that game, eh? Almost too many to choose from in that game. Probably check. Down the end of this hallway. Goodness. Time's moving slowly today. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Squelchy, squelchy, squelch. Okay. Right then. Oh, goodness. It's been a long time since I've looked at Half-Life. Played Portal. Played Half-Life for very long. Good old Gordon. Freeing man. Created a lot of the tropes you're seeing in this game. Ah, I see. It was a very influential game. I always forget how influential some games were. Oh, you are not doing that. We are not playing this game. You are dying a horrible death. And you are buzzing off. Running around like a headless chicken. Goodness. No self-respecting monster should be acting so foolish.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
A lot of toilets in this area. A lot of toilets with a weirdly large amount of ammunition. Health packs. Well, can't carry them all. Health packs all over me. I must have accidentally used that big health pack. That's very annoying. Well, I'm sure that's not going to come back and ruin my day.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Yes. Jump under the ceiling. Where have they gone? Somebody's got some peanuts on the wall? Classic? Oh, hello. I've really got to stop doing that to myself. Wait. There's one of those destroyed pregnant ones. I mean, there are those bastarding little hand things about.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Wasting my bloody time. I don't want a tougher version of these fellows. We're going back that way. Somehow stuffed myself, haven't I? Oh dear. Ready? There we are.
Life support and climate system malfunction.
Whew.
Hazardous condition.
I won't have to bloody listen to Isaac choking to death again. What is Isaac made out of? Man walks through furniture like it's made of paper mache. Oh, I'm looking for that. I see. Now I'm heading back. It's like it's zero gravity in here either. Guess he's just like the Juggernaut or whatever that fellow was called. I have infinite momentum.
Life support and climate system malfunction.
Oh, goodness. Holy tram. Up we go. Always a bit difficult to connect to the game when the character doesn't talk. I feel that's why I felt a bit more connected with Dead Space 1. Dead Space 2, I mean, when I was watching it, because Isaac, you know, has a personality. Some of one, at least. I'm afraid this version of Isaac has, well, about as much personality as a cardboard box. Probably put a wet paper bag over a man's face and I'd think it has as much personality as this. How one of those tall boys have been dismembered recently. Good to know. Yes, yes, squishy, squishy, squish. Save point. They do it so the players can project himself into the character. Yes, I suppose that's the case. I've never understood that, you know. If it's not a character I've personally created, I don't see how I could even get a connection to it. It's certainly something I've been thought about. That sort of idea has never made sense to me. Unless it's a game where, in fact, they've given me a character, but I make lots of choices, like an RPG of some kind. Mass Effect comes to mind. Another EA title, actually. Got the EA on the brain. Was it BioWare? Was it produced by EA? I can never remember. Point is, unless it's a character I choose a lot of their actions for, or a character I personally create myself, just a mute man I did not create, I can never understood how I could project myself upon him. But I suppose that's... Ooh, level 5 suit. Well, I'm gonna get something rid of something for that. I was independent for the entirety of the first game's development. I see. You know, I've played the second one. I don't think I ever played the first one. I said, like, maybe I should get around to playing that. Once I devote a bit more time to this. I'd be willing to play a full. Didn't they recently remaster it? Be fun. Z-Ball. Ah. EA bought them during the projection of the second game. I see. And let me guess, the third game was a absolute
Entering zero gravity.
shit hitting the fan moment, eh? I hated Disaster that bought EA great reviews. That EA bought great reviews for. I see. Come on, make it in. Ah well. Really expose the game, journalists, eh? Sounds like quite the kerfuffle.
Hitting zero gravity.
But where there is money, there will be someone willing to pay for something. Especially when someone's career is on the line. Or billions of dollars. Millions in this case, maybe hundreds of millions. But I imagine a lot of people bought the game. Considering how returns work, by the time you figured out it was a bad game, probably wouldn't have been able to give it back. That is... It is not a tragedy, it's God's work, la-di-da-di-da.
This truth is even more fantastic. On the planet below us, we have found a marker. God's plan is unfolding and we are its inheritors. We will ascend as we always knew we would. Unitology
It's annoying that religions sometimes have a basis that they can latch onto.
is the first phase. Be deterred by the physical methods of transformation. Soon, you will be beyond any physical concerns. You must have faith, fools.
They spelt
What we have been searching for all these years.
faith wrong. They spelled process wrong. In that subtitle. You see it? Bioware had no overarching story plan for the trilogy when they started it. Well, that seems to be the case with a lot of video games. They don't really think about typing. They don't really think about it, do they? Games weren't ever seen as going to be successful as much as other things were. So they tended to avoid putting too many of their eggs in one basket. Why can I see that screen through the wall? Worrying. I just had no solid plans. Sounds like me. No solid plans, but doing it anyway. This is busy work, isn't it? They could have done this in a far more... Also, this is a terrible design for a bloody... Imagine sleeping in your dorm and some fella has to get to his bed in the back of the room, and so he has to pull everyone else out of the way. Oh, get out of the way, Joe. I'm just trying to get... Yes. The next save point, I will... Alright then. We'll just ignore that too. Next save point. I'll make sure it'll be ending soon, that's for sure.
You have been most resourceful up until now, but my creation is free. Reborn in the fierce heat of life itself. Now it's time to play your part.
Is it now? Evening. Get out of my way. Oh, my bloody way. As long as he's still there, I can't actually do anything. Yes, yes, yes. Regenerate, regenerate, regenerate. Ooh, very frightening. Seems he's thinking about something. Give me a moment. Hey mate, come on. Have at me. I don't know what that was. Should be getting back to a save point soon. We can all live the wonderful life going to bed. But feel free to wander off if you want. I won't be too upset. Yes, yes, yes.
I'll try to run a bypass. Hold on.
I should run a bypass actually. Bloody hell. Is our fellow coming in? There he is. Oh, no, that's not him. Who are you? I was expecting our immortal friend, not you. Cheeky sod. Don't need legs. Fly! Is he coming? No? Are ya? Don't leave me in suspense.
Okay, I bypassed the lock. Get out of there!
Excellent work, Mr. Clark. Excellent work.
Oh.
Now, come and meet me in the executive area. The door is unlocked. Be quick.
Isaac, be careful with Dr. Kine. A lot of what I've discovered so far has come from his records. The man's clearly gone insane. He might be unstable, maybe even violent.
That's so. Well, not my problem. Not my problem at all. And that's where we shall end it for today. Almost 9 o'clock. So, everyone have fun? I certainly did. Jump over the thing. There we are. Good times. Good times indeed. Always fun. Ooh. Always fun. Had a few new fellas tonight. How nice. I have no idea who Omega Chad is, but he sounds like a swell fellow. Ugh. Everyone's insane and no one can be trusted. That's the thing of horror games. Very fun. Very fun indeed. Whew. Yes. I got a free pizza code, actually. Domino's was too slow with my pizza order a couple of days ago. Or a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. I don't bloody know when it was. It was a long time ago. I got a free pizza. To that delicious saving. Junk mail. But other than that, I suppose, if no one else has anything to say, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Very good for you all to come along. Very kind, very kind. Otherwise, good night. Sweet dreams. Bloody hell, watch out for those crazy religious doctors. And Scientology. Watch out for those fellows too. Don't let them bite in your sleep, because they will. Worth money to them. 99.